In this video, I wanted to demonstrate the use of the VPC wizard in order to automate a virtual private cloud creation. Notice that if you go down to your VPCs, you could choose the Create VPC button, and this would be a non-wizard based way to create a virtual private cloud in your console. But if we go to the VPC dashboard, we have the wizard option. Notice also that I'm in the central Canada region and that the only thing I have in this region is the default VPC. So here's the one VPC that Amazon Web Services gave me by default. They also, of course, gave me a route table by default, a security group, 2 subnets, 1 internet gateway. You get the idea. These are all the default components for the default VPC. But we're going to use the Start VPC wizard in order to step through the creation of a nice VPC infrastructure. Notice we could do single public subnet. We could do public and private subnets. We could do VPC with public and private subnets and hardware VPN access, or finally a private subnet only with the hardware VPN access. What we'll have automated for us here is this one, a VPC with public and private subnets. How this is going to work is they're going to spin up a private subnet for us. They're going to give us a NAT gateway in the public subnet so that the private subnet can get out to the internet for things that it needs, like software updates. And then as far as the public subnet goes, it'll use an internet gateway in order to be publicly reachable. So we select this, and then we just basically look at much of what they've done for us. They're going to choose a 10.0.0.0/16 CIDR block. They're going to choose not to use IPv6. That's fine by me. We'll give this thing a VPC name like test. And then notice there's the 10.0.0 for the public subnet. The availability zone we'll choose will pop this public subnet into Central 1A. Its name will be public subnet. Here's the private subnet addressing. We'll pop that into Central 1B for an availability zone. We'll call it private subnet. And then it gets a little sticky here. For the NAT gateway, we must assign an elastic IP address, but we don't have an elastic IP address created. So what I'll do is I'll just pop down services here. I'll right-click VPC and open in a new tab. So we'll be logged into the management console. I'll be at the VPC area, and I can go ahead and create an elastic IP address. So we'll allocate a new elastic IP address in this central region, and it succeeded doing that. Now I can slide back over to my wizard. Let me just close this up. And I can say, all right, we have an elastic IP that we're going to use for the NAT gateway. We're not going to do any service endpoints in this design. We'll do DNS host names inside this design, the default hardware tenancy, and that is it. We are going to create our VPC, and it's going to create the internet gateway, the NAT gateway, the subnets. It's going to do the route table. It's going to do the appropriate associations. So this is a really nice feature, especially when we understand the inner workings of the virtual private cloud. This level of kind of automation by the management console I'm suggesting to you is great, but don't let it substitute for your learning what each of these ingredients does in virtual private cloud. Up at CBT Nuggets, of course, I have networking Amazon Web Service videos that walk you through what these different components do, and you don't want to skip that step of the learning process and the mastery process. But once you've got these things mastered, as you've seen, this wizard is a great way to go. Also, as you've seen, the gateway takes a little bit of time to come up for the NAT gateway, and that's the delay in creating these components. I'll pause this video right now. We'll come back and we'll look at these structures all set up for us, and I'll discuss cleaning this up if you don't want this design. So there we go. Once it finishes, you get this success message, and they suggest go ahead and fire up an instance into one of your subnets right now. Pretty cool. We'll just say okay. And notice on our VPC dashboard, there is our VPC. And if we go down to route tables, for instance, we can see there was 2 route tables that were created as a result of our VPC creation named test. And in fact, let's look at this one right here because it's got a subnet explicitly associated with it. And sure enough, if we look at the routing table, this is clearly the public subnet because there's a default gateway pointing to the internet gateway. If we look at this other routing table, this one must be intended for the private subnet because the default route is pointing to the NAT gateway. Very interesting. And if we go under, what else got created? Internet gateways. There must be an internet gateway that's associated with this test VPC we had created for us. So let's talk about cleanup here. Let's go to our VPCs. Let's highlight the test VPC. Let's go under actions and let's say we want it gone. And it says, yeah, okay, you sure you want to do this? Because it's going to delete the objects we associated with it in that region. So I'm going to say, yeah, go for it, and even delete the VPN connection when deleting the VPC, although we created no VPN connection in this example. But just to be on the safe side, we'd say, yeah, we want that gone too. We'll choose yes, delete. And that's how easy it is to automate the deletion of all of this stuff we created when we used that wizard. And I knew it was too good to be true. Look at this. We did have a hiccup, and the hiccup is that NAT gateway, which takes time to spin up and also time to shut down, kind of got in the way of this process. All right, no problem. Let me go over to the NAT gateway area. And look at that. It is in the deleting status. So what you would want to do is wait for this default gateway to truly be deleted, and then just head back to your VPC and restart that delete VPC process once that gateway is gone, and then it will go ahead and clean up all those other ingredients. Thanks for checking out this video. If you have questions, certainly let me know right in the comments area, either at the blog where this is posted, ajsnetworking.com, or of course, right in the YouTube comments area.